And hello, everyone. Welcome to the Legacy of Daniel podcast. And today we're going to continue on the topic of manifest destiny. And today we're going to talk about how to deal with turbulent seasons, turbulent situations, um, struggles, different obstacles in your life, and how to navigate them, how to work around them. And one thing that you have to understand is that there is an intent and agenda to take away your intellectual property, take away your creativity, your identity, your free will, self-determinism. There is a very real agenda to bring you into chaos and to bring chaos into your life. If you come across this type of situation through deception, manipulation, or any type of abuse, then you have every right to seek a way out through your own creativity, hopefully, in not a irrational, dysfunctional way, but unfortunately through abuse, any form of abuse, it generally leads to dysfunction, which is really unfortunate and causes a lot of people to make poor decisions and to lose parts of their life that they can never get back, because someone wanted to profit from someone's fall, someone's chaos, um, someone being manipulated, coerced into doing something to bring glory to another person or another entity, organization, or whatever it may be. And so we really need to begin turning society away from all this chaos worship and um, chaos worshippers and bring in a new era of really a joy, enlightenment, wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. And how we get there is maybe more than one way, but ultimately it needs to be done through the individual having their right, their divine right to manifest destiny, through self-knowledge, wisdom, living in a safe environment that is free from abuse, coercion, manipulation, an environment that allows the individual to express themselves however they feel free to express themselves and to cultivate an identity. And then through that, start setting a vision upon who they may want to become or grow up into, things they might want to do. And the sooner that begins in life, the sooner the child can begin developing or building their own foundation that they can continue to orchestrate and build the rest of their life on. Um, and so everybody needs a foundation in life. That is basically your own, um, it's literally your own religion. It's your own faith. It may even become, um, yeah, so it's like basically your religion, your faith, that is your foundation, that is brought to you by grace, or which is partly seems to be a very lots of creativity involved with grace, free will, self-knowledge, wisdom, virtue. All those things are involved with grace. And if you are building a foundation early on life as a child, hopefully through a peaceful environment, whether it's through school, at home, or just on your own through things you experience or see, desire, you are building a foundation. You're building your own religion, religion of faith, and that is a very, very good thing, virtuous thing, and it's also very good for you and your future and your ability to manifest destiny. Now, what happens when, let's say, you don't have this or it's not offered in your environment? Well, things get tricky because you may end up not really getting a solid footing. And because of this, you often can get easily tossed aside, swept up through things, manipulated. And so, cultivating identity needs to be a very real priority, a real issue through self knowledge, wisdom, understanding, observations of the world, participation in the world, participation in society. And the reason why it's not happening is because there's far too many people out there that are worshiping chaos, that want to see people fall because they're either jealous that someone may rise and be more prosperous, more successful, and they don't want that, or they're already at the top and they don't want anybody competing against them or any challengers, so they just keep knocking people down. And that's been going on for a long time. Um, so we need to really steer society in a different direction so that all people really have an opportunity to identify themselves, to express themselves, so that they can grow up and mature. If you don't have that opportunity to cultivate an identity, to participate in society, your ability to mature and to grow into a useful um, member of society dwindles quite quickly. It's like, being injured or losing access to a limb. And when society starts alienating people, especially early on in their life, society loses a lot of productivity and loses a lot of members that can contribute in some way or another. But because they're being denied their self autonomy, self determinism, their creativity, um, they are being pushed out, being swept away, and no longer useful. And so the only people that are remaining are the people that worship chaos, are not strong leaders, do not want to support strong leaders in positions, but just want to continue to breed chaos. So, what do we do? Well, like I said before, you have to have that foundation, like your own religion, you're building, and on self knowledge, wisdom, creativity, find hobbies, join things, educate yourself, and have your own little world that you can always fall into, and not only fall into, but something that can mature with you, and you can, as you mature, you understand it, and it's something that you can bring with you everywhere you go. It's part of your intellectual property, it's your treasure, and maybe even something that could provide some sort of income later on in life. Maybe you go to college and study skill, whatever it may be. But we as a society need to accept more creativity and less chaos. So, what do you do when you come across people that just want to bring you into their chaotic world or dump chaos onto you? Well, you don't, try not to converse with them, keep them out of your life, and always fall back onto your foundation, which is, your grace. And your foundation is composed of your education, your skills, your hobbies, hopefully maybe your home, your past, whatever you want to be part of your foundation that gives you strength and edifies you and makes your world more beautiful. That's what you need, and that's what you always need to have, and that's what you always need to be cultivating. And well, yeah, that's just not happening in society. The other thing that you want to be careful of is that you don't want to give up your energy to people who break chaos. Don't let them provoke you, and don't give up any of your anger. Use it, cultivate it to into your creativity. Uh, do something with it, but don't give it up to the enemy. Keep it for yourself. Keep it to strengthen your identity in whatever it is that you want. Hopefully towards virtue, joy, comfort, peace, living a good life, hope in a better future, not just for yourself, but for all others around you, being a, productive citizen, a strong citizen in society. Those are all things that you can do when you're around these people. Just don't get caught up in their tactics of entrapment or the gotcha game. You just got to be strong, got to stay away from that. And if you do get caught up, well, then you have your First Amendment right to ignore their existence, ignore everything they say, especially if they are continually breeding chaos, deception, manipulation into your game. Don't fall for the hyper grace game of, oh, I was just joking. The only people that generally joke are people that continually just want to see you fall and deceived, manipulated. It's one thing to have an icebreaker to break up, in the beginning of a relationship with someone or friendship, It's another thing for daily after day joke, um, attack on someone, judgment. This one, self-righteousness just needs to go. The hyper grace needs to go. Stand your ground, contend for your destiny, and be strong. And don't give time or your energy or any form of property unto those who are breeding chaos around you. Stand strong for leaders in your environment. If you are employed somewhere or wherever, and there's a leader who is, a good person and wants to do right for the environment, be strong for them, support them. Don't allow chaos to come upon them. That's what chaos does. It goes for leadership. So strengthen the leadership around you and keep chaos from the leadership, and you will be rewarded in the long term. It doesn't mean you have to, stand around the guy and always be saying good things. That you don't wanna go brown nosing or anything like that, or make it look like you're just trying to get on someone's, good side. Just be yourself, be a strong person, and just contend for your destiny and the destiny of all of society. And I think we'll cut it there for today. I think I'm getting a little more comfortable in these shows, so hopefully they will be helpful to, for someone. And there's some information that you could, gather from this.